What up, guys? Welcome back to another special episode of our Houston Barbell Brigade Talk Show. I'm with Silent Mike. I'm with Russ, Swole, the CEO of Now Better. Better, right? yeah. Of powerlifting, formerly known as GBT, Now Better, right? What's it like being a 27 or 28?
28, yeah.
28-year-old CEO.
It's hard. It's shit, man. It's like a journey for sure. I've grown so much being a CEO for sure.
When were you first the CEO, and then how many years in have you been?
You know, it's interesting. I feel like, obviously, like I'm the owner and stuff, but you have to like actually assume that role. So I feel like for the past like 2 years, yeah.
And are you CEO in both Corrupted and Better?
Yeah.
Are there any like? Do those is it the same team or is it like different missions?
So the Better team has its own team, right? So like we have like the individuals that work there. I think there's only one person that crosses over from the Corrupted Strength team over to the Better team. Other than that, I like to keep it very separate. Like we don't sell Better clothing over at the gym or anything like that. People always ask like, can we get them? Like, I just don't cross the two. Yeah. I just want it to be known. I want Corrupted to be known for itself, and then Better is like completely separate from like the gym.
I see. What are some of the biggest struggles you faced being a CEO?
Managing person.
I like that response.
Yeah, just giggle. I would say the biggest one is like managing personalities. Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing, man. And it's not like everyone's like bad. It's just you can't talk to people the same way that you would another person. Yeah. So like I have to,
or even the way you like to receive it.
Yeah, even like the way I like to receive people. So like I have to like analyze. Okay, this person can be talked to like this. They work better in these conditions, or like maybe they understand something differently than another person would. And I think that's the biggest thing. And then learning not to take things so personal. You know, I don't know about you guys, but like whenever people that work in my ecosystem, they start saying they have a bad day, like, I just didn't have a good day today. I'm like, bro, what did I do? Like, is there any way I can make your day better?
Oh, damn, you're good. Because in my journey, so I came from the military, right? Where you keep all your bitch shit to yourself.
Yeah.
So I was like, in the beginning, when I first started doing JK, and people would actually like talk shit behind my back, but I don't view it as that because it made me a better leader.
Exactly.
But I would hear someone like say something about their day, and I'm like, you call yourself a man letting that stuff out of your mouth right now?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
You know? But then later on, they're like, oh fuck, I'm so fucking hardworking here. And then everyone who had problems would go to my partner Joe. And then so over time, I would think, I'm like, oh shit, I'm not establishing that two-way street rapport.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to have this disconnect.
Exactly.
You don't want people to go like, the only time I could talk to Bart is my fucking brain's gonna explode. You know,
Yeah,
like, it's not gonna work through anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need some kind of filter, but you don't want to open door either.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sometimes the open door is just crazy. Where you just go.
Yeah. It's so finding that balance is so hard though, man, because it's like you want to let your people know like I'm here if you need anything, but then also too like some people, the way that they work is like every inconvenience is like a verbal conversation. Whereas like in your head,
wasting time.
Yeah, just wasting time. Whereas to me, it's like, I mean, there's a lot of fucking inconveniences in life, but you just kind of muscle through it.
Yeah, some of that's so interesting to me because I think there's certain personalities that are just not coachable, right?
Yeah.
Like, but in sports, for some reason, I think more people are. Where you go to business or your job, people really tie that to themselves, and I think that's where they take it so personal. Like,
man.
Oh, you think I didn't do good, or you don't think I know that, or you don't think I was gonna do that, Russ?
Exactly.
Like, I was gonna get to it.
Exactly. Right. So it's just finding that understanding and that balance of like if they're talking shit, it's not they're talking shit about you as a person. They're just talking shit about work, and they would do that anywhere.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So it's like I've kind of disassociated myself from that, and it's allowed me to be a better leader and just understanding like when to push, when to pull, when to like give praise and kudos. Because that's another big thing too. I don't care for like accolades or like approval or anything like that.
Even being the 2-time universal Milky Way champion,
5-time national champion.
Yeah, like I don't feel the need to hear that.
You don't wear your medals, just like
No.
taking a shower.
That'd be fucking insane. But yeah, I like telling people a good job goes a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, bro, hey man, good shit today.
Did you learn some of that maybe playing football and having good coaches, bad coaches? What was is there any like mentor or someone you look to like, damn, that guy was a good boss for me or a good coach for me, and let me take some pieces from this?
No, it's been all trial and error, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Like,
just never had a great coach.
yeah,
to learn
or
from.
just I have friends that are in the space as well,
Yeah.
and like they've kind of like given me like feedback as to like what they've been doing and like some of the stuff that they're hit their heads with.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, like I could take that and apply that to my team for sure.
Yeah, I just feel so lucky, dude. I had like the best mentor, high school strength and conditioning coach and basketball coach that I could learn so much of this personality stuff from.
Yeah.
And so whenever I'm like working with the boys or the team, I always like hear his head like, all right, only give praise when it's earned. Like all these like lessons that I learned. Because same thing, yeah. You give everyone accolades for no reason, then they're gonna think they're doing good when they're not.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna get lazy work.
Exactly. So yeah, I just try to pay attention to what everyone's doing in the ecosystem, and then like, okay, I could take that and apply that. That's applicable. And then I just try to relay that as much as possible. But I mean, I'm not perfect. There's still things I'm learning as I'm going. But.
Do you like being the CEO? Because I know a lot of people like they almost like they assume the position. And then as the company gets big enough, they find that their strength might be somewhere else. So some people might go into like operations, like even Nick Bear, he's like, I'm gonna be the creative director. That's really where my strength is. I'm gonna hire another CEO. And I feel like I'm actually the same way. Like if I could find a CEO, I'd probably be creative director. For you, do you like being the CEO, or do you find like you would probably put yourself in another sector of the company?
Yeah, I honestly think I suck as a CEO. So like, I don't want to be a CEO.
Me too, I suck as too, yeah.
But I mean, there's like power in admitting when you're not good at something.
Yeah.
Like my strength is that I'm an athlete. I'm an athlete and I'm very creative. So if I could just work out and focus on the creative elements of like running a business,
yeah,
I'll be fine. I just haven't been comfortable enough or like found anyone that I trust enough to like
hand the steering wheel.
Yeah, hand the steering wheel over to.
I wonder why that is. I wonder if it's all our YouTube background, because we talk about it all the time. Like we're CCOs to the core, but because of the size of the company or whatever, you have to assume everything. I wonder why so many of us are on the creative side of stuff.
I think it also has to do with like what attracts us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like when I started Barbell and then you watched the video, you liked like, oh, that's how it looks, you know, like this is cool. I like the vibe. It's already a very creative lens versus some of the people that we talk to that like do like auditing or whatever, they'll come to the gym and I'm trying to wow them with like the culture and dominate humbly, whatever. For them, like,
yeah. Give me the books.
and they go, let me see your P&Ls.
Yeah.
And then they go, oh, your gym's doing good, you know? And I'm like, but we got this and this and
Do you
this.
see the logo?
Yeah, and they don't give a fuck, you know? They almost rather go to Planet Fitness and they go like, this is a really good gym.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, some people get horny off of different shit.
Yeah.
So like,
horny.
yeah.
That's true.
No, for real. Like, so whenever I go into a gym, like you said, like I look at like just like how things are put up, like the creativity of like what the gym is, and like the culture and the feeling of that, and like I want to be the person establishing that.
Yeah.
But like literally, like bro, I get limp dick whenever I think about fucking like money and like all this type of shit. Spreadsheets. Hey, like that shit actually turns me off, and that's why I know I'm like, I cannot be like an effective and like really really good CEO for a long run. Like I can lock in and do it now because it's my baby, and like I wanted to see it succeed. But like as I get older and graduate, like I'm like, bro, I'm gonna hand that off to someone else
For sure.
Because like I find myself when I drive to the office or I go to the gym and like I think about like the little things that I have to do, I'm like, I don't like this shit. But when I think about like building something, I'm like, I love this shit.
That's how I organize my day, because I'm the same way. I do all that shit first thing when I wake up, like ripping a Band-Aid. I'm like, I'm gonna get the dog shit out.
Really?
I slam a coffee. I'm like, I'm gonna get the dog shit out from 7 to noon. Otherwise, I'll never do it.
I do it the opposite.
Really?
You know why?
Because I won't get it done.
Yeah. So like, I do it the opposite. The first thing I do is train. Like I want that to be the first thing because I have all
in a good mood.
I have all
That's
the energy
me.
for that,
That's
and like
me,
I need that. And then because I tried doing it that way, and oftentimes I found myself just like having to like remotivate myself to go to the gym. And I'm like, I control my fucking schedule. Why am I doing this?
I just know that once noon hits, the rest of my day is kind of fun.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm
yeah.
gonna get this shit out the way, and then I can shoot content and design at night and like enjoy myself.
Yeah.
I do the same thing with my food. I'm like a little kid. I'll like, all right, I got like a juicy steak and some broccoli. Like, let's get this broccoli down the fucking hatch so I can enjoy this steak, kinda.
Damn, that's crazy.
So struggle a little bit first.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I do like a mix between you two. So I always train first thing in the morning because that sets the tone.
You got a kid too, though, so shit's a little different.
Yeah. But even before having a kid, my schedule's been the same. Like I wake up 5 or 6, I train, and I feel like I exit the gym a different person. a different person that has a different level of confidence makes different decisions.
Yeah.
Like if I just woke up in the morning and someone handed me all these like, what do you want to do, sir? I'm like, oh fuck, we're gonna lose. Just give up, you know?
Yeah,
but when you come out of the gym, you're like, fuck yeah. And you're like, what? That's not a problem. That's not a problem. It's fucking easy shit. So I like to get the gym out of the way because I'm a different creature. But then I go straight to like, get the fucking whack ass shit out of the way. And then I afford myself like 4 hours of creative time.
Yeah.
Cause I need the creative time. I can't really like just bang out. Sometimes I gotta sit and marinate and think about things.
Yeah,
you know?
let it flow.
Also, too, when I'm in the gym, for whatever reason, I get my most creative.
Yeah.
Like all my ideas, like designs or like just things that I want to do, just like pop into my head.
That makes sense.
Yeah, when I'm training.
You got music going, you're in a good mood.
I get mine on the pooper.
Really?
Yeah, a
I've
lot
never
of the
really done
best
that.
designs or ideas is like, oh shit.
Wait, do you take long shits?
Sometimes.
That's not good for the
Okay.
hemorrhoids. Squatting and long shits, unhealthy,
Yeah.
old man.
Because I have this thing where I just chill in the toilet. Like I'll be like in there
you're
for like
done.
40
Are you
minutes.
just TikToking?
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
chilling. It's so peaceful. No one's bothering
it
me.
is. I do that. I take baths. That's where I get creative.
Do you keep your phone next to you?
That sounded like very like sexual. I don't know
It was.
why.
Yeah, I'll turn on some R&B. I'll turn on some
I
R&B.
take baths. That's when I get.
That's
real
what I
creative.
text both of you mostly, actually.
Bro, text it.
Do you keep like a notepad or a phone? Like
Yeah, I got Pinterest. I got obviously a whole album in my phone. And then I have 2 different notepads. One's, I don't know the apps, but one's business. And it's like meeting, like, all right, I need to bring up this like agenda shit.
Yeah.
And then the other one's a creative notepad.
I need to do that because I just have it all in like one thing.
Yeah, because then we're all the same. I think we want to be CCO, but we have to be CEO. So I try to like flip the switch when I have to.
Yeah. I just screenshot a bunch of shit. And, like,
That's what I do. I have an album of that.
Yeah, which I need to.
is it organized or is it just a
No,
list?
It's just everywhere.
I'd like to get 2 phones if I could.
Really.
Yeah, and I would have an exec
Work?
phone and a CCO phone. No, like creative brain phone and a
That's a
non-creative
good
brain
idea,
phone.
man. I might actually. Yeah.
I don't have that, but I've thought about
Why
it.
don't you do that? It's not too expensive.
I don't know, man. Best way to make money, save money. Somebody told me that.
Who told you that?
You idiot.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, the way I work now is I actually have a physical notepad.
Oh yeah, a lot
actually-
of people like
I-
that.
Writing
actually-
it down. I think.
Yeah, I
a lot of
actually
people
realized
like
like
that.
it feels more visceral, and then whatever I wrote down, like sometimes you go back to like notes, and when you're just looking at like Arial or Times New Roman, I don't have the same emotional reaction as I did before.
Yeah.
That's why on my creative phone, I'll choose some crazy ass font if I had one. You know,
Really?
it'd be rainbow and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Go
when I write
crazy.
it down, like
That's a good fucking idea. I might
my emotion is in the paper somehow.
Yeah.
Whether I wrote it big or
sure.
small or like whatever, it just feels like.
Eminem spit on a BlackBerry, so maybe we need Blackberries.
pull Blackberries.
Do you ever have one?
Yeah.
Blackberries were tough, dude.
I had a
loved
razor.
it.
I had a razor Motorola.
Those are my favorite.
Yeah.
Before we end this video, do you have like any quick tip or one thing that you're like, this really helped me be a CEO for any of the young cats out there that want to be CEOs?
I would say trust your team. Like you hired them for a reason. So like delegating tasks, like the biggest thing. I spoke about it earlier, but it's just like I don't like thinking I have the best idea in the room because that means that people aren't doing their job.
Or you hired the
deep,
wrong
dude.
people.
Yeah, or I hired the wrong people.
That's
Yeah.
pretty deep. Words from two-time international champion, 5-time national
Intercontinental
champion,
inner universe.
Chinese ambassador. See you guys next time.